Hey everyone, it's Brennan. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the start of another reading vlog. It is a Monday and I work both of my jobs and do some stuff for school this week, so I thought it would be fun to bring you with me for a work week reading vlog. And I will try to keep this going from Monday to Friday, maybe to Sunday. We'll see how much good footage I have. But I had to run an errand after work today, and I picked up a chicken strip basket from Dairy Queen. I haven't had one of these in years, probably since high school, like probably since I was a senior in high school, which has been 7 years ago. So excited to have that. I need to do some homework that's due tonight and I don't have any food ready, which is bad. So I got Dairy Queen, which is good. And I also got a Diet Coke. So going to be a great time tonight. Let me let you know what I'm reading, because we will make this a reading vlog, but I also have a couple things that I want to show you. So the physical book I'm reading right now is Night Film by Marisha Pessl. I do not have it in the car with me. I'll insert a picture here. I'm really liking it so far. I'm probably getting close to 200 pages into it. We follow a journalist who has kind of fallen out of favor after a lawsuit, and the lawsuit was with a film director who, he made some popular films, but then his films got a little too creepy and theaters started banning them being shown. So now he is like an underground horror filmmaker, but no one has physically seen him in over 30 years, and his daughter has recently committed suicide. And we follow the journalist as he investigates this very mysterious horror filmmaker and his daughter's suicide. So it's really interesting so far. It's creepy, but I've heard that this gets really creepy, so I am looking for that horror factor to really increase. I am listening to a nice horror book. I don't know if it's supposed to be like really truly scary, because it's funny also, but it's called My Best Friend's Exorcism, and I love the cover of it. It's set in the 80s and it just like really goes hard on the 80s music and pop culture and fashion, but we hear the story from our main character Abby's point of view, and I believe the bulk of the story is going to be her as a sophomore in high school, and her best friend Gretchen, I believe, is going to be, what's it called? Possessed. Her best friend Gretchen is going to be possessed. And there's been like a pretty creepy part in it, but it's funny. It follows this group of girlfriends in the 80s in high school, and it's been a really good time to listen to. The audiobook is good. But I honestly kind of want to buy the book, but I'm going to try to stop myself from doing so because the cover is just, because I like the cover so much. And that book is by Grady Hendrix. I knew it would come to me. And since I started this book, I have picked up the Kindle of one of his other books. It's something about Southern Vampires Club. I'll insert it here. I'm sure that's not what it's called. And another book, Horror Store, and I'll insert that here. I got the audiobook of it. I'll say the audiobooks for Horror Store and My Best Friend's Exorcism are included with your Audible membership right now. So I'm just really diving into these comical horror books. What else am I reading? I am reading a Kindle book right now, and it's free with Prime at the moment, and it is called Daughters of the Lake, and it is, I believe it's going to be more of a wholesome spooky book. The cover of it looks really spooky, but I do think it's going to be a little more wholesome, which is fine. We can't all live in the dark shadows all the time, but it is following our main character, and her name is Kate, and she's going through a hard time. She got divorced and she quit her job because her husband works at her job. And I don't want to say she's taking some time to soul search, but the book is very atmospheric. It's set around Lake Superior, I believe, in this very quaint lakeside tourist town, and she is helping her cousin run their family inn. And it is a very historic inn, and she is going to learn some about her past. And the plot of the book is that she finds a body that's washed up on the shores of Lake Superior, and she recognizes the body, but she's never seen this girl in person. She's only seen her in her dreams. It's a dual timeline, and we follow this girl also who has washed up on the beach, and we know that she actually lived 100 years ago. So why is her body just now washing up on the beach and it's not decomposed at all? So it's got some spooky, supernatural, almost witch-like vibes to it, but it has a lot of like family histories, and we just follow these different girls' histories, and I suppose they are the daughters of the lake. So I'm going to go in and eat my Dairy Queen, and then I'm going to do some homework, and then I'm going to read, and I will update you along the way. I have some cute earrings to show you that I got recently, so I will haul those for you as well. You just followed me around everywhere today. Hey everyone, it is Thursday. I didn't do any updates on Tuesday or Wednesday, but really I just worked. But I've also gotten a couple packages in lately, and I just figured I would share them with you. I get a Grove subscription. They're like a cleaning supply company, and I got it. I actually had to go and pick it up at a drop-off location because they wouldn't deliver it to the door. So I don't know. They always deliver it to the door, but this time I had to go pick it up. So I supposed I would share it with you, and then so I wanted to share that with you. And then I also got a really fun coffee order in, and I will share that with you too. So I don't know if you all are like really into cleaning supplies and beauty products, but I am, and this is my channel, so here you go. So here's a quick little haul of some cleaning supplies. And I will say having a Grove subscription during quarantine really paid off, because I couldn't find disinfectant spray everywhere, but I was still getting some in my Grove order, even though they ended up running out of it also, but I was well stocked. So most of these are Method brand, and then I have some 7th generation and maybe some Mrs. Myers. So here we go. The Method bathroom cleaner. I really like this. Super easy to keep out and spray down your bathroom. And I've never tried their glass and surface cleaner before, but here's this for mirrors, windows, etc. Here's their anti-bac that I was so thankful to have. This is the citron scent, so like lemony, and then they also have a bamboo scent, which I really like also, and that's usually the kind I get, but this is what they had in stock this time. Dish soap. This is the 7th generation. It's also like a lemony, clementine zest, and lemongrass. Some hand soap, because it's always useful. Your traditional Method foaming hand soap, and then the Mrs. Myers. This is their oat blossom scent, and it's really good. I like it. I really like foaming hand soap. I think my mom instilled that in me with her Bath and Body Works obsessions. And for some personal care items, I got Nick and I the Method shower gel washes, and this is Method Men, but really I use it too sometimes. And this is the cedar and cypress scent. It's really good. And then I also got this one, which I think is a little more hydrating and marketed towards women, but it has coconut rice milk, shea butter. I'm looking for a scent. Maybe those are the scents. So I'm excited to use it. Hopefully it smells very coconutty. And then I also just got a little hand cream, which I really like these. What's the brand? Rooted Beauty. I like these hand creams, especially with the weather getting chillier out. And now I will go into our really exciting coffee order. It is from Black Rifle Coffee Company, and they are a veteran-owned American business. So they roast all their coffees themselves, and they also have some other really cute items, and I will share them with you. So I ordered 3 different coffees. We usually like a lighter roast with coffee. So they have like a quiz that you can do on their website, and then it recommends different roasts to you. And we have already cracked into this one. This is their Silencer Smooth. It's been really good. We've already made 2 pots of it and have liked it a lot. And then this is another lighter roast. This is their Gunship roast, and we have not tried it, but it says this is light roast, so I'm sure we will like it also. And then I got a medium roast, and I'm not gonna lie, I really just kind of liked this bag a lot. This is their Freedom roast, and like I said, it's a medium roast, and I'm excited to give it a try. And then I got a couple of cute things from them. I got this mug, which I've already been drinking out of, and I think it's called Desert Dawn if you look it up on their website. And it's bright orange, and it's got like the little 70s-ish sunset over mountain, and then their logo on the back, and I have really liked it. Made in America. And then I got a t-shirt. And so we ordered from them. One, our friend Jordan ordered from them and was trying their coffee, so then that kind of made me pull the trigger. But Joe Rogan talks about them a lot, and I saw him wearing this shirt, and then I wanted to order the shirt. I'm very impressionable, and I also really like American history, and this is their Coffee or Die shirt, and it's like the snake, and I believe Benjamin Franklin ran this in his newspaper, and that was like the first time that we saw this. But it usually, so this obviously says Coffee or Die, and the original says Join or Die in the 1770s when we were fighting for our freedom. But excited to wear this. It's really soft and like kind of a heavier, like nicer material. Excited with these orders. Have I been reading very much? I haven't gotten to read all that much. I'm like 250 pages into Night Film. I have the dust jacket of it here if you're curious. I'm about 250 pages into this, and it is a thick book. It's like 700 pages, and a lot of them are like internet search pages, and I don't know if that takes me longer to read, but some of them are just pictures too. Nonetheless, it's a 600-page book, and it's my physical book, and I just tend to read my physical books more slowly because I feel like most of my reading gets done via Kindle when it is convenient to me, and via audiobook. So I do tend to go more slowly through my physical books, especially when I'm busier and just not home as much. But I've been listening to a lot of the audiobook that I'm on, and it is My Best Friend's Exorcism, and I like it. I wish I liked it more, but it's kind of, I don't want to say it's making me uncomfortable, but our main character who is trying to save her best friend, I just feel like nothing goes right for her, and we don't really get anywhere. And whenever her friend is like trying to get help, she just doesn't believe her. And now everyone's life is being ruined by this demon that's inside of this high school girl, and I just feel like we're not getting anywhere. But hopefully we are, because I only have, this was a 10-hour audiobook, and I have about 2 hours left of it, so like this demon needs to go. But I love the setting of it. It's set in Charleston in the 1980s, and it's a funny book, but I just kind of wish things would go a little more smoothly in it. Like, it kind of gives me anxiety to listen to sometimes because nothing ever goes right. But today is October 29th, so we are getting close to Halloween, and Halloween just happened in the book, so I like that. I like the atmosphere and the season. And then I have read more of the Kindle book I'm listening to, and I mentioned that it was more wholesome, and like, yeah, it is more wholesome, But the women in it, so it's called Daughters of the Lake, and we follow, I guess you would call her our main character, Kate, who was dreaming of the woman who washed up on the shores of Lake Superior, like I mentioned in the previous clip. And these women are just so... Women in literature, I feel like we typically expect very strong characters who can hold their own. And I think the author, Wendy Webb is the author, I think she's trying to get these women to come across as that, but oh my gosh, our woman in the past, the one who washed up on the shores, we follow her timeline in the past, and her man that she is caught up on in the past, I mean, like, they get married and whatnot, but he just wants her to change so much, and she's just like, oh, okay, I'll do anything for you. And he's like, you have to move to the city with me, and you have to start throwing all of these dinner parties so that I can climb in my business ladder. And that's not even like me summarizing how he's coming across. He's like explicitly saying these things, like, I expect you I expect you to do this, even though their relationship is made out to just be like they are meant to be together. Like, they touched each other's hands when they were children and they saw their futures together. But then he's just like making her mold to fit his place in society as he tries to become a more successful businessman. And she's just like, oh, okay, I'll do anything. I don't want to argue with you. Even though I don't want to do all these things, I'll do them because I'm doing them for you. And I want her to be like a powerful lake spirit woman, and she's not doing that. And then our current character in modern times, she got divorced, like I mentioned, and then she quit her job because she could not stand to be at the same place of work as her husband, her ex-husband. She is taking some time for herself by going to their family's like historical inn, and she is hanging out with her cousin who runs the inn, and he is just like catering to her and babying her and like, oh, you've just been through so much and you just need to rest. Like, don't get out of bed. I'll bring you some tea. I'll come check on you. Don't worry. And she's just like, oh, okay, I'll let you do that. You're so good to me. And that's annoying, I guess, because that's just like not my personality. What else? Oh, so she's like trying to figure out the mystery because the police are like at a loss because they can't find any evidence, because apparently this murder happened like 100 years ago. And so she is like delving through their family's trunks and like memorabilia that is in this historic inn where they are. And then she like took a cold chill, and then the next day her cousin and the detective who they're working with, who she and the detective are obviously going to have like a connection and love interest, but they're just like, oh, Kate, you're just really pushing yourself too hard. You're just so caught up in this case. I know looking through those trunks was really difficult for you, so you just really just need to take a step back and rest. And I'm like, she opened some boxes. Okay, she did like kind of have an encounter with a ghost that was cool, but it was just too much for her. She just really needs to take a step back. She just can't exert herself this much. And so I'm annoyed by the female characters and by how they get babied by the male characters and are okay with it. I guess that's my summary. I want a stronger female character. But the setting is really cool. A lakeside historic town in a inn that is very nice, but also has like very spooky aspects to it. This book is free with Prime Reading, and I picked it up because I don't know if this is just like a thing that Amazon is going to start doing, but they sent me an email and they were like, these are some of the new books we have coming out, and you can pick 2 with your Prime membership. And one of them is called The Haunting of Bryn Wilder, and I was like, that's kind of like my name. And I like the cover and it sounds creepy. So I picked it up, and then whenever I started reading it, I could tell that it might be a standalone, but then I could tell that there was a book that came before it, and that's this book, Daughters of the Lake. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna read it first, and it's free with Prime Reading, so I picked it up. And it's creepy, like I said, it has a good atmosphere, but oh, these female characters are just so weak, and I don't connect. Not to like say that I'm just like this incredibly strong person, but in my literature, in my entertainment, I want to root for my female characters, but I just kind of roll my eyes at these. There you go. So there's a haul and a very long overview of how I feel about the books I'm reading, but I will update you some more. I'm trying to think if I have any other cool packages coming. I usually do. I have gotten some kind of like pre-holiday shopping bug, and I need to stop. I need to get my New Year's resolutions in order, because I think I need, in 2019, last year, I went all year and I didn't buy any clothes. I bought one sweater, and it was for a specific occasion. But I went all last year without buying clothes, and I need to do some serious decluttering. I think I want to film some of my decluttering and maybe do like a decluttering series, because I really like to watch those on YouTube. So, and I am definitely in the position where I could declutter some clothes, some like makeup and personal care stuff, and then just some like, I'm going to call it office junk, like so many pens and pencils, so many notepads that just don't need to be around, but it's hard to get rid of. So I think I might try to do like a decluttering series. Let me know if you would be interested in that. But now this clip is almost 20 minutes now, so I will let you go, and I'm gonna film a couple videos today, I believe, and then I have some stuff for school I need to do, and I will talk to you soon. Hey guys, it's Friday, and I just finished up some schoolwork for today, and I filmed a couple videos. And let me just acknowledge that my earrings make it look like I have AirPods in. And every time I like looked at myself on the camera today, I was like, people are gonna think you have headphones in. But that's just a side note. I'm not sure if I have said this in an update yet, but I finished my best friend's exorcism. I listened to the audiobook for it. It is free on Audible right now if you have a membership. And I wanted to like this book more than I did, because the premise of it and the story, it sounds so cool, and I was liking our characters. But the thing that put me off about it is that nothing ever went well for them. I just felt like they had problems and problems and problems. And I did enjoy the way it ended up wrapping up. Okay, I won't say that. I enjoyed the actual exorcism part of it. I enjoyed how the exorcism ended up going. I liked that. But our characters' lives did not. It was kind of sad. Like, almost like they just never recovered from this, which, I mean, I guess that's realistic, because being possessed by a demon is probably a very traumatic experience for everyone involved. But yeah, I gave it 3 stars. I wanted to like it more. The cover is beautiful. I'll say that again. But it was kind of sad. It was a little downer, and I was just waiting for the upper, and I didn't really feel like I got there. But I did have a pretty good time listening to it. I was a little stressed out though during it, but it was a good story. And I'm excited to read more Grady Hendrix. I have 2 more Grady Hendrix books available to me, so I'm excited to read those. I have a horror store and the Southern something guide to vampire slaying. It sounds interesting. They both have really, really good reviews, so I'm excited to listen to those. But I'm about to do a quick workout, and then I bought some Kentucky Proud bratwurst at Kroger today, so I'm gonna make some brats with peppers and onions for dinner, and I'm really excited for that because I'm hungry. But I'm gonna work out first. I already have athletic attire on, so I just need to work out. welcome to the end of this vlog. I'm honestly not sure what all I even filmed. I'm ending this on Monday. It's November 2nd, day before Election Day. Just dropped off my absentee ballot. And I just wanted to wrap this vlog up. I didn't end up vlogging as much as I thought I would this past week, which is fun. So I'm not sure how entertaining this will be. I also don't know where my tripod is, so I'm just holding my phone in my hand, and it's kind of uncomfortable. I actually ended up reading quite a bit this week. I finished My Best Friend's Exorcism, and I finished Daughters of the Lake. Oh, and I also finished an audiobook today that I randomly ended up picking up, which was Kevin Hart's I Can't Make This Up. And it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm gonna give it 5 stars because how can you give someone's like biography basically less than 5 stars? Like, it's just them being vulnerable and writing about their ups and downs in their career, and I always really appreciate that. So I finished that today. I finished My Best Friend's Exorcism. I'm not sure if I've talked about that already. I gave it 3 stars. The story was entertaining, but I think I sound out of breath because I've been searching for my tripod. Yeah, sorry. But like I was saying, the story was entertaining, but I just felt like low-grade stress and anxiety all through the story, and not because of the plot really, but because things never went right for our main character when she was trying to help her friend, and I just felt like things kept getting worse and worse and worse, and then at the end I didn't really feel like they got better. But it has a beautiful cover, and it was a good Halloween story. And then Daughters of the Lake by Wendy Webb, I finished it. I was reading it on Kindle. I listened to My Best Friend's Exorcism, the audiobook. But I finished Daughters of the Lake, and it was okay. It's a free Prime read right now. My complaints about it, like I've mentioned before, was that our female characters were really pretty weak, and I felt like the second timeline, the older timeline, like from 1905 that we follow, I felt like the life of Addie, who is the woman whose body washes up on the beach in present time, I just felt like her life was so anticlimactic. Like, these daughters are descendants of the lake spirit of Lake Superior. And I just felt like more would come of that. But it really didn't. So I just felt like Addie's life was pretty anticlimactic. I guess Kate's life has been interesting. I think Kate will still be in The Haunting of Bryn Wilder, which is, I'm not sure if it's really like the second book in a series, but Kate's friend from college, Bryn Wilder, has been having some stress in her life and comes to Horton, which is the Lake Superior lakeside town that's just like really quaint and touristy. It's a really cool setting, but the characters are just kind of weak for my taste. But I finished that, and then like I said, I finished Kevin Hart's biography. You would call it a biography. I also read to page 300-ish of Night Film by Marisha Pessl. It's really good. I do not have it near me. It's really good. I'm enjoying it a lot. We have gotten a little bit of a dark witchcraft magic in it, which I appreciate. It's very entertaining. And I started another Kindle book. I started the Zodiac Academy, The Awakening, I think this first book is called. But my best friend Reagan has been recommending it to me, and she loves the series. So I think one of our other friends are going to start reading it, and I am 15-ish, 20-ish% into this first book, and it's interesting. It's like 18 plus Harry Potter, except your magical abilities are associated with your zodiac sign. And I think it's also romantic and steamy. So I'm excited to get into it. And I will just wrap this vlog up. Hopefully, I bought some interesting items, and hopefully I can, and hopefully I successfully inserted the little like quick workout that I did earlier this week. But like I mentioned before, let me know if you would want to see a decluttering series, and just let me know if there are any videos that you are interested in seeing. Give this one a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one.